Hello, this is Kim Jeline with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here today doing my monthly reading for our Aquarius folks for the month of August 2016. And for those of you that have experienced my readings before, this is going to look a little bit different than the normal readings do. And we're going to actually start with a theme for the month, so that will give you kind of a general theme for the month of August. Then we're going to go into a past, present, future with the Archangel Tarot deck, and this will be general guidance for you for the month, and sometimes specific things will come through around that. And then we're also going to get additional messages from your angels through the messages from your angels deck, again in a past, present, future format. So let's go ahead and get started. Your Seven of Fire is your theme for the month of August. And so what is the fire cards? Their fire cards are all about passion and action. And the Seven of Fire is about standing up for the things that you believe in. And it's also about, like, you know, standing up for the big beliefs, the big things that you believe in, but also, you know, picking your battles. So not making a big deal out of things that are not meant to be a big deal. So I'm sorry, but Archangel Michael is coming in, and I need to ditch the sweater. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as we get started here. I was going to start the recording again, but I don't want to do that. So we'll pull the mic up and through and just keep going. So apparently Archangel Michael wants to come in and help you guys in the month of August. And the fire, of course, you know, that brings heat, of course, as well. It is about that passion. But the other thing I feel like is for you, it's, and I don't want to say it's like get on your high horse, but it is about getting up and staying at the level where you're at versus coming down to meet people who may be vibrating at a lower level than you, okay? So really stand firm in what you believe in. You know what feels right and true for you. And so standing firm in that belief is going to be really important for you in the month of August. And more information around that theme will certainly come through as we do the rest of the reading. So let's continue. So I may look a little, just got done doing the Capricorn deep dive reading, which you guys will hear about at the end of this, what the deep dive readings are about. Just got done doing the Capricorn deep dive reading, and I actually was crying at the end of it. So if I look a little like not fabulous, that's why, because I'm like, oh, I'm crying. I have not ever, you know, I get emotional sometimes, but to actually, you know, be that emotional, it was interesting. So that may be why my eyes look a little red if they do, because I just got done with that reading. All right. So let us see what we have. Lots of purple showing up for you for the month of August for our Aquarius. So the past is going to be the basis of the situation. These are things that have already been happening for you, things that you already know are going on. And the reason they bring this forth this information is so that, number one, you see the connection, like you feel that we're connected as I'm doing this reading for you. And the other piece of it is so that they can show you the meaning of some of the stuff that's been going on for you. So that is why they do that. And this is the Nine of Air. The air cards are all about the mental piece of things. So I always feel like this is your head stuff, right? And the Nine of Air is where you're in a place where you're basically expecting the worst possible thing to happen. And I like to think of this as Murphy's Law card, because Murphy's Law, if you've heard of this before, is like if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Well, I don't like to buy into that, and I don't think you should either. I look at more, you know, if something can go right, it will go right. Why would you want to put your thoughts towards that? But that's what you have been doing, is really thinking about the worst possible outcome that could happen. And then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You think about that, and that's what you draw in, and you're like, see, that's what happens. You know, that's what's going to happen. Well, if you shift your thoughts, around things, then that won't happen. You can shift it. So I feel like you've not been sleeping well because of the things that you've been worried about. There's lots of, it just feels like a lot of casualties in this, and it might be, you know, people in your family that you've not been treating well, or because you haven't been happy, they're unhappy. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of stuff there, Capricorns. And thankfully this is a past card, so hopefully we're going to be letting go of that in the month of August, or pulling out of it as we come into the month of August would be really wonderful. And I always, as you know, like to look at the number, and I didn't do that with the 7, which I want to do for the Feng Shui. So 7 in Feng Shui is related to knowledge, which we have right here. Which makes a lot of sense because you're standing up for your beliefs, knowledge, that type of thing. So that makes a lot of sense. The 9 is actually the center of everything. That's your health. So in the very, very center there is your 9. So this attitude that you've had about expecting the worst can be affecting your health as well. And so if you've been experiencing some health things, shifting your attitude and looking for the best in everything is actually really going to help improve your health as well this month. So that's something to really, really focus on. And then we have 2, the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, and this is the present. What you need to know or work on right now for the month of August. And Haniel, I love Haniel. She's one of my favorite angels. She helps with speaking, like if you have to speak or you need to do a job interview. I recently had a client that accepted a job offer in California, and I had given her some guidance around calling on Archangel Haniel to help her with the interview process, and it worked. So that is one thing that she can help with. She also is really strong helping you with intuition and connecting with your intuitive guidance, because you're getting guidance about what to do, but when you have these thoughts that you're just like so focused on the worst possible outcome, you can't even hear the guidance, or if you're hearing it, you're not listening, you're not doing it. You're not taking it to heart, if you will. And so she really wants to help you with that this month. And part of that is before you take action, really carefully think about what it is that you want. What is it that you, and I encourage you to think in terms of what you want to feel. How do you want to feel? So I do this oftentimes with my coaching clients when they have something big that they're working with, or they have to have a big meeting or something like that, is how do you want to feel during that meeting? You know, do you want to feel excited, grateful, peaceful, calm? What is it that you want to feel? So thinking carefully about what you want to feel before you take action. And also, the other piece of this is considering what you want before you take action is about getting lined up with your body. Like what feels right to you? Like, does taking this action feel right? Are you connected with it? And that's not to say that when you're taking action, because oftentimes when you're taking action, especially things that are outside your comfort zone, you will sometimes feel a little bit scared, or that fear pops in and that type of thing. But oftentimes you really know that this is the action for you to take. And so just really paying attention to that, and then having some patience, of course, around all of that as well. Okay, and then the future. So typically the future can be towards the end of the month of August. It can be 3 to 6 months out. Or maybe even a little bit further out. And we have the 10 of Air, which is actually kind of a relief card. And it is about the end of a difficult situation. It is about finally coming out of that forest that you've been in where you haven't been able to see things. And it's about embracing the change and expecting things to get better. Because when you have that expectation, it has to happen. That has to come through. The other thing that this can be about is recovering from an addiction. So sometimes we have addictions to all kinds of different things. It can, of course, be the traditional things like drugs and alcohol, sexual addictions, different things like that. But you can also be like addicted to social media, or addicted to distracting yourself, or addicted to sugar, or addicted to, I don't know, even breads or fatty things, that type of thing, pastas, whatever. Smoking, of course, is another one. So there's lots of different things, but I feel like you're going to be able to come out of that and recover from that addiction that you have that's been holding you back, because I feel like that's been something that's been holding you back. Okay, let's move forward. And this will be messages from your angels. We're going to do 4 cards here, so you'll have past, present, future, and then what I'm going to call future, future. So future, future can be a little further out. That card can be, or it may give us a little bit more deeper guidance around what's coming up in the present for you for the month of August 2016. And this is for our Aquarius folks. All right. And I don't read reverse cards. Whoops, I forgot to pick the 4th card, didn't I? I don't read reverse cards. The angels bring through the information that I need, so I don't concern myself with that. So we have Angel Xana as a past card. And this is the basis of the situation. She's wanting to let you know that you are completely protected. I always think of this as sort of the nice spider web card. So when you have that web or that netting, that's like you're just protected. You know that if you fall, you're going to be caught. You're going to be protected and kept safe. That's what this is about. And again, it's just reinstilling that the worst is behind you now. That is behind you, and it's okay for you to relax and feel safe now, that things are going to get better as you move forward. The sun has come out, you know, that type of thing. So, and then Angel Teresa is coming through with the timeout card. So she really wants you to take time out to take care of yourself. And the self-care is going to be super important for you for the month of August. And that is about, you know, of course, pampering yourself, like with massages, pedicures, that type of thing, but also making sure that you're taking care of your emotional needs, your needs for sleep, that type of thing. And the thing about this is, it's not, you think, I don't have time for that. Some of you, I know, Aquarius out there are thinking, I don't have time to take care of myself. You don't have time not to, because if you don't take care of yourself, it can lead to, you know, of course, health issues, but it also, then you're drained and you don't have anything to give anyone else. And it's really, you have a lot of people that in your life that need you and rely on you, and so it's got to be your number 1 priority to be taking care of yourself. All right. And then we have Merlina. I love that name, Merlina. I like to just say it, Merlina, Merlina, Angel Merlina. And what she's coming through is with, you're in the process, and I think this came up in your general, or I'm sorry, this is the general reading. What I'm getting around this is that you don't have enough information to make a decision. So you're kind of confused about something that you need to make a decision about, but you really don't have enough information to be able to make an appropriate decision with this. And so Angel Merlina is coming in to just ask you to, or gently urge or suggest you to get some advice from someone else. Do some research. You know, talk to other people that know more about this than you do, and get some advice, because that, and then as that information comes in, you'll feel what's right and true, and that will help you make the decision that you need to make. Okay, so do that before you make a decision. And then we have Serafina coming through. And again, this is kind of the future card. So it's typically further in the future, but it is about a happy addition to the family. So I call this kind of the baby card. And it can be just a change in the family status too. So it could be someone getting married. Again, could be somebody having a baby. It may be just... yeah, and there can be, I feel like there's actually a couple different happy things that are going to be coming through around family stuff, happy additions, happy changes, that type of thing to your family. And that could be something that actually physically happens in August, or, but because this is more of a future card, I feel like it's a little bit further out, maybe 3-6 months. Could be even a little bit further out of that, or maybe you just get the news that someone's pregnant or getting married in August. you're getting that news, and then the date is planned out for later. So that's what we have for the month of August 2016 for our Aquarius folks. Make sure you watch the next video. It's just a short little video, and it tells you a little bit more about how to get a hold of my deep dive readings that I'm going to be doing going forward, and that will give you more information about the things that I had done in past YouTube readings, so like your career, finances, relationships, and all of that. So much love to you for now. Enjoy, take some time to relax, have fun, and enjoy your life. Much love to you. Hi, it's Kim Jolene again with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm sure those of you that have watched my readings in the months past are kind of wondering, like, where's the rest of the reading, right? Well, I've been guided to do something different starting this month and going forward, and the guidance is to provide sort of that general reading that I did for you on YouTube, and then provide a deeper dive reading for each one of the specific zodiac signs. And so these readings will give you more guidance, more specific advice regarding your career and life purpose, regarding your love relationships, of course, regarding your finances, and also regarding your health. And that would include your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. So all of those different things will be covered in more detail than I have been doing in the readings that I've been doing the months leading up to this one. And so this is a monthly deep dive reading. And again, with all my readings, you get that sort of sense of peace and calm, that comfort, that feeling like you're not alone and that you have a team of guides and angels there to help you. Lots of support and advice. And you're also going to get clear actions to take. So I'm sharing not just concepts and ideas in these readings, the deep dive readings. I'm going to be sharing very specific action steps, and what I've been guided to do is provide actually an action step for each one of the 4 key areas. And so you'll actually have, you can call it homework or action step, whatever you want to call it, but you'll have actually an action step, something that you can do within that month that I'm going to give you more guidance around how you do that, and that will give you sort of those actions to take for the month. So it's not just about hearing stuff and just letting that, like percolate. It's really about taking action on what you're hearing, okay? And so that's what I'm going to be providing in these readings. I've also been guided to provide deeper feng shui advice and feng shui tips and adjustments and different things like that. So you're going to get more advice around that, more advice around keeping your energy field clear, and specific things, even specific templates of things that I do with some of my coaching clients are going to come through in these readings. I've taped several of them already, and so I just going from what I've seen so far, that there's really a deep dive information in all of this. So these readings, again, as with all of my readings, sometimes you get, it's about getting a nudge for you to do something that you already sort of have felt called to do. Other times it's a little bit of a shake-up, wake-up call, like, yeah, you need to take care of this, like, hello. And then still other times it's really where the angels will say, the angels are being really pushy about this, and I feel that pressure from them when I'm doing the reading. And so when they're being really pushy about something, it's really an important, crucial step for you to help you get back on the path to your destiny, right? And to do what you came here to do, essentially. So these readings are going to be a membership. It's going to be a membership. You can purchase a single reading for $4.44, so that's pretty easy. And the value of that and the time I put into this is obviously a lot more than $4.44. When I do a 30 to 45-minute reading, typically that's anywhere from $70 to $100 is typically what I charge for that. So $4.44 is a pretty good deal for that. And you will also have the opportunity to do that via membership, where you pay, it's just an auto pay once a month, or you can pay it in full and get a discount on that. And those that do the membership piece of it are going to get some juicy bonuses as well. And there's a link below that you can find out more information and how that all works. and I just want to encourage you to give it a try, see what you think, let me know, and I welcome your suggestions as always in anything around that. I did notice one of the readings we had the people's loved ones come through, so that is, there's things that will happen in those readings that I can't predict because I just, whatever comes through, and so there's going to be some surprises in there always as well, and usually you'll have a little bit of a clue with a description about what, you know, what sort of is coming in that reading if you're looking at just doing once a month. So that's what we have. Enjoy your day and much love to you. Let me know if you have any questions. I always appreciate your comments and enjoy helping you find your Fiji.